put this video out yesterday, obviously warning us to stock up on items, but I mean, if hardly any of them are in the shops, then how can we stock up on things? What, we're just supposed to live on rice and pasta, and it's all sort of third world country. But anyway, Dan there put in what Google have said about products, so I did. So for 2024, so they made this in 2023, they're showing us that there's going to be loads of things which are going to be more scarce on the shops. But what I feel is if they are harping us all the time and doing all these other things, then it's going to make crops. I mean, we've had Dubai, haven't we, with all that flooding because of them seeding the skies and causing weather fronts and weather things to change and put water where it's not, and just trying to change everywhere. I mean, look at it all. Look at all the things that we're going to be short of, which they were telling you for 2024. I mean, we have talked about it off and on for years that there'd be a food shortage, but it's something that they are doing. Just seem to be at war with the people. We've got to make the people's life as miserable as possible. All I can see now is the Labour leader talking, and I'm thinking, what the hell do you want to listen to him for? He's got the same boss as the other ones. They're in the same system with the Raymonds. Look at it. It's just, there's just so much shortage. There's problems with most things now. Spices. Dog food. Chicken eggs. It's quite incredible, really. It's not like we're the year 2024, it's like we're the year BC 2024. I mean, you imagine all those ships sailing, brought the rugs, you know, in the 1700s they got their foods, their tobaccos, the other things, maybe, you know, things that were a bit rarer here which we grow now, but all these things came, the rugs came, everything came. They had no computer systems, but they were able to bring food here and do all that much better than they can do today. It's incredible. We just go backwards all the time. And of course they're doing all those things to us, which is the second part of the video, really. The second part of the video is part of this. Because they keep doing that as well. And then saying, oh, it's this that's done it, but it's actually them that has done it. Look at all the things that we're going to be short of. And it's all the supermarkets. Come on, what the hell is going on? Let alone what the other stuff's going to do to you, which we're going to play now. This is a continue, the video's going to continue now. And this is also what they're doing, because those lights are coming back. Oh, dearie, dearie me. Yet again, they're going to be doing it again and pretending that it's Northern Lights. Strong possibility you will see our aura activity again soon. NASA predict it's the 6th of June. So this is when they're going to be doing their HARP testing again. I'm going to later on show you the colours. So even only a couple of days ago people are seeing these lights. So they're just doing it all the time. Let's just slow that down, that was a bit quick. So, does that look like 60 miles up to you? I mean, here is some clouds, and this is coming down to the clouds, and the clouds are only about half a mile, maybe a mile up. So it's all happening very close over your heads. Let's just move it on. I've taken some pictures. A bit more there, saying that basically it's going to be Norway and Sweden, but others say it's down to Mexico, and that will include us because Mexico's lower down than we are. Look at it, just reporting. I mean, look at that colour. That's what it is. That is what it is. That thing. Where is it going? Anyway, we're just going through the pictures because I took some pictures. That's what it is. Those things, how horrible. So that was in there. There you go, see? The ionosphere. Obviously, that one obviously isn't for it. It's telling you it's mind control and everything, and that's what they're doing. Only 100, they say, to 350 kilometres up, but I'm sorry, they can only make stars 5 miles up. So 100 kilometres is 60 miles. I reckon you can't even go that far. I reckon it's 6 miles. So they're doing this into this, and then of course it is doing all this protection. Research definitely isn't that. And there you go, there it is. They're saying 100 kilometres. 100 kilometres is 62 miles. And where are all the lights? They say 60 miles. I don't think it's that high up. I really don't. I don't think we can go that high up. Probably just 6 miles, something like that. See, it's the same thing. It's the same thing. Same. So they do it 100 miles up. 100 kilometres up, sorry, should I say. And the aurora lights that they're telling you, it's all the sun and everything, are 60 miles up. So whatever's happening, however high up it really is, it's still the same thing. And where was the bit? I saw a bit about going to Mexico. Hang on. So they're saying that these lights are going down to south as Florida and Mexico. Right. So if that's happening there, we will definitely see them. They're microwaving the atmosphere, which cannot be good for you. After this bit, I've put a video back out that I put out 2 weeks ago, and there's just one little discrepancy, because he says that HAARP isn't the same thing, but it is. So it's high frequency, which gives off heat. So just a little explanation of where it is. They're saying it's radio, so it is the towers, because it's all to do with communication. It can cause all that. So we are a frequency of 5, and that thing's putting out 20,000. How can that be good for you? See, it shows microwaving just there. So we're going to see something in a minute. I was just looking at the frequencies, because none of these are good for us. So it was this guy here, he was talking about Tesla's importance, wireless transmission, and then down here it's HAARP. So we're going to read it. HAARP is the latest ionospheric modification facility. It's a heater. It's nothing more than a radio station which sends powerful, at whatever that is, television for example, blah blah blah, sends power at least 3 to 10 megahertz and sends it up to the ionosphere. What happens is it operates like a microwave oven. What happens is it operates like a microwave oven. And I've already shown you in the other bit of video earlier on, it pulses just like the bit of video. So he says it doesn't cover this, but it does, because that's what they're doing to us. They're using the television masks to do it. They're using it at ground level to do it to us. Anyway, let's carry on with the video. Well, none of these are any good for us. I mean, look what it says. Radio waves, microwaves, infrared. Then you've got soft X-rays, hard X-rays and gamma rays. Well, what colour do you see going on there that they're showing you is happening in the Northern Lights? That it's gamma rays, because it's pink. Pink maybe with a bit of yellow, which is still microwave. Microwave and hard X-rays are being put over your head. It's still pink. Pink and blue. Hard X-rays. It's even worse than microwaving. This is seriously going to affect your body. Being around X-rays is not good. It's not radio waves, is it? And there's the microwave. Those are pink and blues. There's green in that picture there they've used. So that's infrared and UV. And obviously hard X-rays. Does that look 60 miles away? No, but that's green and pink. So we've got infrared and hard X-rays. I mean, none of that's good. How can that be good for you? I know that one's pink and blues, so we're into the soft X-rays, gamma rays and hard X-rays. It's even worse than microwaving, being microwaved. But that one's yellow and red, see? Microwaves. Microwaving. And to be honest, the pictures they showed you for Stonehenge was red. And red is still microwaves. And I think that's coming up in a moment. But whenever you see what it is, it's them harping us. And causing all these things. None of those things are good for you. Otherwise we'd be standing, you know, otherwise they wouldn't leave the room when they x-ray you. You know, all that. They have lead things on. There it is. That's one of the pictures they showed you for Stonehenge. Yellows and reds, which is microwaving. So they're doing all of the colours. Whenever you see those colours, just look at the rainbow chart. Tells you short waves, long waves, and then what they are. None of it is good for you.
Document the continuing microwave pulses that we are getting hit with every day. And I'm noticing they are ramping up. On the 16th, they started at 9:11 at night until 9:11 in the morning. You see the pulse going from the east to the west coast. All right, boom, you see that? Rad stations. Each of those towers are 750 kilowatts, pumping out between 2.7 to 2.9 gigahertz in the microwave range. This is roughly the same frequency as your microwave oven, and it has the same cause and effect relationship. This was 12 hours long that they held this pulse while we slept. And look at all the other anomalies that are happening here on the screen. Look at what's going on in Texas. All right, you see that big blast? Looks like a giant laser, doesn't it? Boom, see that? And then it gets obscured by the towers. Now they can add the Doppler towers with this. NextRad has like 159, Doppler has 160. Now you can consider the HARP stations. There's 33 of those, but they don't show up on this satellite. This covers the microwave range. This is a NextRad feed. All right. Now here's where it gets worse. On the 17th, the next day, here you go. Starts at 8:11 and goes until 9:11 in the morning. So they increased it another hour each day. So this is 13 hours we're getting hit with these frequencies. All right? You go to the 18th. They start at 7:11 at night, going till 9:11 in the morning, increasing it to 14 hours. If you feel like hell, this is a really good reason. Look at this, man. This is insane. All across the country. Look at these. Watch these towers and these stations. This is not weather. This is not rain. The light, look, oh, did you see that huge burst coming out of Nevada? Hang on, we're gonna stop it there. Hang on. Boom. Did you see that? Let's back it up here. Stop it and back it up. What the hell's going on in Nevada, folks? Do you see this? This is insane. All right, now when you see the pulse subside, all right, you see that? What is left? We're still picking up microwave radiation. These are your fifth generation network stations that are all lighting up together. So you see how much radiation that is on its own? All right, now we'll kick in. See the pulses from the stations? All right, you see that? How it's radiating from the central points? Those are towers, those are stations. This is not a natural anomaly. And regardless of what excuse they give us for doing this, the cause and effect relationship of being radiated with this frequency causes serious damage. This scientific study here, PMC 7309322, if you want to look it up yourself, on the NCBI Governmental Scientific National Library of Medicine and Center for Biotechnological Information. Here you go. Could microwave irradiation cause misfolding of peptides? The answer is yes. All right. Microwaves have been experimentally shown to affect the folding dynamics of peptides and proteins. Do you understand the significance of that? Because this is the core of what causes neurodegenerative disorders such as Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, Huntington's, and Creutzfeldt-Jakob disease, as well as certain cancer types. This is insane. This is the scientific proof of the cause and effect relationship of what this is doing. Okay? It causes cancer. This affects the hydrogen molecule. It breaks the van der Waals bonds, which is the weak electromagnetic field that holds the double-strand helix together on your DNA. All right? When you break your DNA, you get all kinds of problems, all kinds of failures. Cancer can be one of them. Neurodegenerative disorders can be another. CJD, Creutzfeldt-Jakob disease, is also called mad cow. If you do a search, you'll find there's a lot of this coming about now. Cows are innocent, okay? The other thing we need to talk about here is this creates massive electromagnetic fields. All right, if you took any of the injections or the medications that contain any magnetite nanoparticles such as hydroxychloroquine and such, you could be affected by this. This could cause what they call self-assembly, which is a fancy word of making the magnets stick together, okay? When they get into your bloodstream, they will eventually stick together because they're magnets, but this will force them together with a magnetic field. And this can be used as a clotting or stroking agent. Do you see where I'm going with this? This needs to be stopped. People need to raise their voice and the awareness and say, hey, we're not going to put up with this. There is no good that can be caused from irradiating half the country at night while they sleep. Each of these stations are 750 kilowatts. All right? Some of these fields are larger than the state themselves. Just to put this into perspective. And they're pulsing it in synchronized bursts from east to west. Now this can be used for weather modification operations as well, but I've been watching this for years and I've never seen the pulsing like this. I've seen it starting with the eclipse, and each day it's getting a little bit more. And I'm wondering how people are doing in all these areas close to these towers. How many heart attacks and strokes and other issues are happening that we're not hearing about.